welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Last time we took down all of the events at the cruise ship, cleared out Chapter 5, and here we are at Costa del Sol, so let's go!
So soon after everything? Smell that?
Come on, I wanna go.
So our first adventure...
I think I'll do a little shopping.
Oh, don't run into the sign, dude.
Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. This place is...
Okay, so we're gonna hit the hotels. What's the discovery spot? Oh, it's unknown. Okay, well, let's...
Anything can happen on vacation.
zip over here.
Grab a materia pop and give your taste buds a nice infusion.
I can't.
Welcome to the Royal Coast. I'm terribly
Sorry, we're
We're all
closed.
booked up for the evening. We look forward to seeing you. Save your aching feet and ride a wheelie instead.
Hey, Cloud, want some ice cream to cool down?
Oh, that's a weird angle.
Or are you looking for something? Just admit it. You're obviously captivated by my bodacious beach bod.
Let's freak her out.
Obviously.
Wait, you are? I didn't expect you to have an eye for beauty. But don't forget that I'm more than just a pretty face. Are you sure you don't want me on your team?
Quite the opposite. We would love to have you on board because you're arguably the funnest character to play as in the entire game.
Today. We hope to see you again soon.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Tifa! Cloud, my bro! Tifa!
What's up, Captain Cringe?
No way. Johnny?
Whew. Hey guys! Looking good!
Same to you. So, what are you doing here?
Living the dream! Building my legend! Being the owner of a bona fide hotel, though not exactly a luxury one.
What a coincidence. We were just looking for a place to stay. Do you have any rooms?
Do I have rooms? I got rooms for days! Enough rooms to make your head spin! That's what happens when you have no guests.
I don't know about this.
Don't need to be shy. We go way back, right? It's the least I can do. All right, let's get you settled in. Now? Of course, come on.
All right, let's get moving.
Make sure you stick close. Can't have my guests getting lost. Just bought the place, so I'm still doing repairs here and there. But all things considered, it's looking pretty sweet. How I got my hands on it, though. Now that's a story. I was cursed with the unholy trinity. No job, no money, and worst of all, no girl. I was a nobody with nothing.
Bro, have you ever thought of moving the
But Mayor
boxes?
Capono believed in me. Said I was destined to make something of myself. So he sold me a hotel for cheap. How cheap, you ask? Half market price cheap. The dude even loaned me the money for it. There's no kinder man in all the world. Hey, guys! Behold my pride and joy, Johnny's Seaside Inn.
More like Johnny's Seaside Cringe.
Wow. It's, I don't know. Great.
I know, right?
Maybe my eyes are failing me, but I don't see no seaside.
It's not about the sights, but the smells. How that fresh salt air tickles the nose. Well, come on in. Okay, let's get everyone checked in. Tifa, you'll be staying in room 101. Aerith, you're in 102. As for the dudes, you can all bunk together in 103.
The price?
I'd never even think of charging you. Besides, I gotta run.
How's your
I'm
hotel
required
supposed to
my
make money,
assistance this
man?
time. Make yourselves at home. Oh, and don't even... Oh, fate is so cruel, depriving me of Tifa and beachwear.
Time for that shower? Yeah, I'd say so. See you guys soon.
How soon is soon?
Soon enough.
I'd
No
say
need
give
to
him a
stick to
couple
schedule
hours.
here. Right?
Right.
You win. Think I'll go take a walk. Though, I should maybe get changed first. Well, back in the bed.
Hold down the fort till I get back.
Yes, Cloud, because your sword is sentient.
Come on. Why you gotta do me like that, shower?
What's a stand-up guy like you staying at a dump like this for? I can
All the
show
other
you
places are
somewhere
booked up,
way
man.
Better. Places is... Whole building's bare. Takes a special kind of sucker to wind up in a mess like that, you know.
Okay, can we...
Got a real good selection today.
This orb has such a gorgeous...
I'm curious.
This store's
Don't tell
really
me you're
humming.
alone.
I'm curious to see if
The
we can
beach is
swap
for
our
partying.
outfits
Then
for...
why's not a party?
Like, if
It's
the beach
okay.
outfits are
But
mandatory
you don't
here?
have to be lonely any longer. We're bringing people together, solo suntanners like you, with a special event. One we guarantee will spice up
Because
your social
I would
life.
really, really enjoy
Find
having
love.
the costumes
I
from
hope there's
the Loveless play. Barrett's costume in that was just
So,
epic.
Will you be joining us or what?
I'll pass.
Aww.
Got plans with those guys. Later.
So they're friends of yours? Then can you do us a solid? Those robed people are a little different, right? And they've kind of been creeping the other guests out. I mean, look at their clothes. They kill the vibe. So if you could get them out of here, we'd be so grateful. Speaking of clothes, they'll never let you on the beach looking like that. This is Costa del Sol. You gotta loosen up. Let it all out. And to help you with that, here's lucky ticket number 7. Take it. With that, you can play Pirates Rampage and Card Carnival, but not all by your lonesome. Your number's the same as someone else's. Find them, and you've got yourself
Who just
a team.
conveniently
Work
happens to be
together,
Barrett.
Master the games, and you'll earn companion cards. You can turn those in for beachwear. And once you're dressed to impress, you'll finally be ready to hit the beach. Right? So start searching and let the fun begin. Best of luck finding that special someone. Hang loose!
Can we change now? Oh, you're not allowed to select it? Okay, well, whatever. Go to swimming gear. Or, well, I guess surf gear. Kind of sucks that the beach outfits are mandatory here. Oh, and we don't have to do anything here because we got the outfit already.
Looks like you're more than ready to enjoy.
Score!
I want that one.
Maybe later.
What's with them?
Talk about killing the vibe.
So I feel like this chapter's probably going to be
Hey,
pretty
what's up?
short because I think once we wrap up here, I think the chapter ends.
Yeah. Just
Um,
can't help but feel
I think the chapter ends once we get to Mount Corel. So we just got to do this sequence, do the battle here,
You're freaking everyone out.
For real.
and then
Take a
run
hike.
across to the mountain.
Hey, you leave them alone.
Oh, Barrett, you big softy. Just chilling in typical dog fashion.
Thanks for keeping watch. I'll only be a sec.
Take your time.
Well, the water won't turn off. Johnny sure found himself a real fixer-upper. Kinda reminds me of home.
Are you almost done? Aerith? Aerith, are you alright?
Tell me, what color would you say this is?
Transparent.
None.
Thing is, it used to be white. At least, it was back in Midgar.
I'm starting to kind of think I may have something figured out for why that is.
Formed from the life stream itself. Orbs infused with knowledge, memories.
I don't know if they specifically say, but I feel like after the events
took all that
of
from
Remake, that orb was
These
filled
memories were
specifically
precious.
with memories.
Yes. Extremely.
And that split, I think after seeing what happens at the end of the game,
Weren't you headed to the beach? Some time with
I-
Tifa might lift your spirits.
I'm starting to think that... Okay, so this is where it gets weird when the game involves things like time travel and multiverse stuff. So, in the universe we're in now, Aerith dies, which explains what happens at the end of the game. And that scene that we have where at the end everybody's waiting to get on the tiny Bronco and Cloud's the only one that can see Aerith. But the final battle where we have Zack
Hey,
Zack
Tifa, you ready to soak up the sun?
isn't
'Cause
in
I sure am.
this universe. Zack is in a parallel universe that's operating in conjunction with this one. So in
Now,
that
let's find
parallel
some resort
universe,
there.
which it explains
we
why
can
in the final
finally hit the
battle there's a spot where like Zack and Cloud
Let's
are fighting
roll.
Sephiroth, but Cloud is like all glowy. Because the dimensions are like trying to merge. It's what it would appear. So Aerith, the reason she's able to help Cloud in the final boss fight is not because she's a ghost that's in the life stream. It's because she survived in the other timeline.
Hang loose!
Because they explain
Way down to the water.
that...
If you're in the market for some beach attire,
Well, they don't really explain it, but they hint very clearly that
What's that?
every time
a special event that'll make your time here
there's a main
unforgettable.
decision point,
And don't worry, your pet can join
an
too.
alternate
Well, in
universe
that case,
gets
sign me up.
created, like a parallel timeline
Perfect.
gets created,
And here's one ticket for the two
which
of you.
explains
And
too
one for your
why
doggy.
there's the scene where Zack
With those
is
tickets of yours,
trying to figure out whether he
you
wants to
can
go
run
to
wild
the
on
Shinra
pet
building or if he
playground,
wants to go to the
ride on
reactor to find
wheelies,
Biggs.
Or
So in Cloud's flashback,
there's also
at the Temple of the
photo
Ancients,
contest.
or right
You
after the
can't
Temple
miss
of the
piano
Ancients,
recital. So
Cloud gets the flashback
Have yourself a ball.
where he sees Biggs down in the reactor.
Hang loose.
So there was a timeline where Zack went to the Shinra building and went to the reactor, and I'm pretty sure there was a third one there where Zack went to the church instead because he couldn't figure out what to do. So
Do they have a cute one
having
to go with my swimsuit?
those options,
Hang loose. Want to exchange companion cards for beachwear? This is the place.
it kind of explains the deal with the white being lost from the materia. Because after the events of the first game, those memories went to basically in the creation of this parallel timeline. And that explains why at the end of the game, Aerith from the alternate timeline has her materia that's white, and she gives it to Cloud. She didn't have that materia in the current timeline. And the implication there is that Aerith, when she gives Cloud the materia before the church scene, like in the so there's the flashback thing, or not the it's like the dream sequence where Cloud and Aerith are back in Midgar, and they're like going and trying to have like a normal, relaxing day. That's Aerith from the alternate timeline, but it's not explicitly stated. It's just kind of implied, which is why the materia is white, and she gives it to Cloud to say to hold on to, and Cloud is like the connecting link between these alternate timelines, and he just kind of tracks it back to the this current timeline with him. So it's kind of messed up, but I mean, it makes sense in my mind. And so that would explain why Aerith is able to help Cloud the final battle. It would explain why Cloud is wispy in that one fight, and it would explain why Zack and Cloud aren't necessarily in the same place at the same time, but they are, kind of. And it kind of shows some stronger overtones that it's almost like Zack is fated to have that showdown with basically a wall of Shinra soldiers at some point, because
Nice I can tell you're just dying to hit
in the
beach right
flashback
about
sequence
now.
where he ends up back down in the reactor with Biggs, you see the wall of Shinra troops show up there and start firing at him.
Do you
So
even have to ask?
it's almost like the end of Crisis Core just kind of replays itself over and over until the timeline changes enough that his choices lead him to a point where that isn't even a possibility anymore. But
Well, Red,
in the alternate
how do we
timeline,
look?
he's still alive.
Tifa, you look
Which would explain why
sleek as a dolphin. And
it would
Aerith
explain why nobody in
I
this
have
timeline has
feathers
seen
to
Zack,
flash.
because he's in the other timeline and we haven't experienced that one.
Your way of
So I think
complimenting us?
here's a theory for you. In the third game, these timelines are going to converge. And Zack and Aerith are going to be back probably to be playable characters, because they're not getting rid of Aerith, not with the way they set that up. So I'm not going to get my hopes up, but the way things played out kind of implies that Aerith is going to be back in at least some small capacity for the first portion of the game to be kind of like a
Something wrong?
interdimensional guide for Cloud and the team. And she's probably going to have something to do with if they incorporate that spot around Mideel where
Speaking of
Cloud
which, you guys should
kind of goes into a coma
Sunscreen.
and the ground breaks up and all that, and you got the weapons and he's out of the party for a bit, and you have to go through the flashback and his inner turmoil with Tifa. I think Aerith might play a part in that because of the implications of this multiple parallel timeline thing. And at some point, I think probably as a result of Cloud coming back out of that and resolving the internal struggle, I feel like Aerith is probably going to be back with the help of the Whispers.
Though, were she to offer her
And I
assistance,
feel like as a
I'd
byproduct
gladly
of that,
accept.
Zack is going to get whisked back into this timeline too, which is going to throw some paradoxes into the other
A very
timeline,
special show is about
which
to
is really
start.
going to mess things
One
up.
starring
And
you.
This is why I don't like it when games go into like multiverse theory and time travel and stuff, because it gets really, really messy when they try to get like complex with things.
So what say you? Care to join me in the lab? If you girls sign
But
up with Shinra,
if you lay out the pieces, I'll see if I remember to point things out when we get to those points in the story. Because in my mind, the pieces all line up.
Think about it.
I haven't looked up anything story-wise on this because like I didn't want to spoil anything, because like we're just coming off beating this for the first time, so I'm just now like being able to kind of put the pieces together in my head, looking back on kind of things that happened towards the end of the game.
You heeded the call too, did you?
What are you talking about?
Not consciously, then. As you can see, your brothers down there are having a little get-together.
I'm interested to see what the deal is with Glenn too, because I don't know. I'm not actually convinced that it's Glenn. Because he has the same abilities as Sephiroth, and like being able to possess these robed guys. He shows up in the robe, like in the same capacity as them. And there's a scene towards the end where it's implied that Rufus killed him.
It's for me to know.
So I'm almost convinced at this point that it's not actually Glenn. I'm feeling like it's Sephiroth manipulating stuff, because like you do see him talk to Rufus. So I'm almost convinced that Glenn is actually dead, and it's Sephiroth manipulating the clones.
What? Not cool, man, not cool!
The alternative is that it is Glenn. He's still alive, but he was basically, I guess, saved and brought back with I can never remember what they're called. They're the guys in the remake Intergrade DLC. Is it Deep Ground? I don't know, but it's the guys that we go up against there with Yuffie and Sonon. So that's the alternative. I'm kind of leaning towards that, and that Glenn is kind of secretly a part of that and just kind of manipulating Wutai in order to start a war between Wutai and Shinra. I guess we'll find out in the next game, but it's going to be a long wait until then. I'm going to speculate. I'm going to speculate now that you know, let's go help them out. I'm going to speculate now that we're probably not going to see the third part for at least, maybe at a minimum 3 years. They have all the world assets for this built now, so production would go a lot faster. It's just putting the piece together, doing the programming, adding all the extra stuff they want to do, fleshing out the movesets, play testing, new character-wise at a minimum, Sid and Vincent. Developing all the intricacies that we know they're going to develop. And, you know, you have to give them at least another year and a half to come up with all the stupid mini-games we know they're going to throw in there.
Sorry.
All right, that's a win.
A promising specimen. Splendid. Might you be interested in bringing a new hero to life?
Go!
I ask you for fire. Think of the scientific process.
What's the weakness on this thing? Lightning. Then we got a firebolt blade. Oh, we don't have lightning. Okay, so let's do a plasma discharge.
But I'm sure the data you'll provide will be fascinating nonetheless. Let's do this.
All right, phased him.
My interest in you, Aerith, is purely structural. Cellular, to be precise. And a living sample is...
Okay, let's build that stagger gauge up. We should be able to stagger him right off the hop when he finally does the phase change. Okay, this is stupid.
Quietly now.
That is so dumb.
That's all of them.
I think as soon as you get it down to the point where it locks the health bar, they should just initiate this scene. Like, the move should automatically happen where this happens.
Spoil your comeback?
Nah, you did good.
That thing's not gonna go down easy. But I've got an idea. Do me a favor. Keep it busy.
Let's see what you can do.
You're done.
This is all my fault.
Yeah, way to go, Johnny. You screwed up. You screwed up,
Mr.
Johnny.
Mopey.
Huh?
Over here.
Who? Me?
No, Johnny, the boss.
You want to help him, don't you? Then you'd better hold still.
Let's wrap this up.
Can you please stop?
Boop. Oh, we whiffed! We whiffed! Toast.
Johnny? No! Don't!
What the?
And gotcha! Behold! Justice is served! Victory!
Let him go. We've done enough.
You know, Aerith, if you weren't so soft, you could have taken out Hojo and prevented a whole bunch of stuff from happening. No, I'm not sure. Like, is this the end of the chapter, or do we start the next chapter? Because usually if there's like a boss like this, that's usually like curtains on the chapter, but I feel like the chapter ends when we get to Mount Corel. I'll have to check the chapter select.
We've come so far. We were his prisoners, me and my mom, Ethalna.
Okay, so let's see what the actual answer
He
you're supposed to give
kidnapped
is
us
her
because
is
she was a
here.
Cetra, a specimen for his experiments. And after what he did to her, after all the pain and the horror he put us
You know, that's
through,
another thing I'm curious to see is what the connection is with Sid and her mom. I almost feel like the thing that they're trying to get at there is
if I got the chance.
because she's not a pure Cetra. She's like half. So I feel like there's almost an implication that like Sid could potentially be her dad.
They're just thoughts.
Okay, so it was the answer that we gave last time. Okay.
You're not.
You think so?
What I'm trying to say is, worry about the future when it comes. You'll know what to do. And whatever you decide, I'm with you.
I appreciate it. Shall we? No need to worry about the future till it comes. Not until the moment arrives. And when it does, I'll be counting on you.
Good.
Not you. That was to her. My future self.
Oh, Aerith, that's foreshadowing. That's not your future self. That's your
Can't say when we'll meet, but trust me. I
what's the
love her.
word? Your parallel timeline self, your interdimensional self. I don't know what you'd call it, but her from the other universe.
Couldn't find the bartender, so I Costa del Sol. Used to make him back at the bar, and here I am, drinking one in its namesake. Feels like it's been ages since I mixed a drink. Since Seventh Heaven.
Yeah. Well, it's happened since then.
A lot. Good and bad. Ever wish you could just snap your fingers and forget the worst stuff?
It's a part of who we are, whether we like it or not.
Yeah. The deepest wounds never really heal. Hey, I can make one for you too, if you want.
Nah, I'm good. Next time I ask for a cocktail, it'll be at the new Seventh Heaven. At least, that's what I promised Barrett.
And when exactly did you promise him that?
Sometime.
All right, Mr. Secretive. You do you.
Can we leave?
Hate to say it. Unlike me, I couldn't do a damn thing for those poor bastards.
You tried. That's all you can do. And all that matters if you ask me.
You? Trying to cheer me up? Now I've seen everything. Hey, you ready to leave?
Yeah. Those conversations are completely optional. I mean, we already have everybody in super happy status, so, like, the conversations really don't matter. We have the side quest done, so.
Well, guess this ends our fun in the sun.
Yeah, though fun ain't the word I'd use.
So, back to the hotel?
Johnny's famous Sea Smell Inn.
You know, I kind of wish they would have given Barrett the hook for the arm as, like, a weapon just by virtue of him having it.
What's up, guys?
Johnny,
Like, just because of the fact that he was using that when we were leaving Junon onto the ship.
Better.
You're the man of the hour.
I don't know. You see, a few kind girls who saw what happened on the beach gave me the lowdown. On the hotel and Mayor Capono. Ugh, I'm a moron.
Yep.
How could I be so blind?
You borrowed a lot of money from him, right? Will you be able to pay it back?
Nope.
So, the girls told Capono, keep leeching off our hero and we'll smear your name so bad Shinra will kick you to the curb. And the crazy thing is, it worked. He caved. I am footloose and debt-free, baby.
That's great.
Johnny, the local hero. Proprietor of the Seaside Inn, soon to be 7-star resort hotel.
Now that would be something.
You know you gotta get 1 star before you can get the other 6, right?
Very funny, but I got plans. Ow, 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 ow.
Well, good for you.
You okay there?
Great.
Now watch him fall up the stairs.
Okay, so we can just, I think now we can just make a beeline straight for Mount Corel.
Thanks for everything.
Nah, I should. Anyway.
Gotta follow some rows.
Oh, those dudes shuffled off toward. Tried to get the injured ones to stick.
Corel, huh?
Corel it is.
Be safe, you guys. Wouldn't want anything to happen to my inaugural guests. Bon voyage.
Oh yeah, it keeps the outfits on us.
Hello?
Oh yeah,
Aren't
there's
you all
this.
forgetting about someone? And action! Some know me as the world's greatest materia hunter. Others, an unstoppable assassin. And the rest, a benevolent and beautiful ninja. But who am I truly? Who ties what rose? The one and only Yuffie!
Cool.
I love that line so
you
much.
Spiky-haired jerkface! Where do you think you're going? I challenge you
Cool.
to a duel! If I win, you get the honor of serving yours truly. However, if you manage to somehow fluke your way to victory, this amazing ninja will agree to join you. What do you say? Wait, seriously? I mean, we don't actually have to fight. That is, unless you really want to. Oh, abort, abort! Tactical retreat!
The hell is her deal?
Hey! Where do you think you're going? Think this through. Are you absolutely 100% certain you don't want me around to save your butts?
You can come with.
I knew you'd say that. Well, seeing as you're so desperate, I guess I'll oblige ya.
Welcome to the team, Yuffie.
Okay, so there's chapter 7.
You try anything funny, anything, I'll shove you in the Sister Ray, pointed at Wutai, and blast you back home.
Yeesh. But I hear ya. Ooh.
Whoa, what? I love how it just zooms in on Tifa's hands.
My name isn't Yuffie Kisaragi.
With zero context. It's kind of funny that with the beach outfit outside of this beach sequence, they don't give Tifa her gloves back. Like Cloud's got his sword, but Tifa doesn't have her gloves? Why? Oh. I want to see what we got here first.
We'll display your donations with pride.
Oh.
In our exclusive collection.
Okay, 67 out of 88. Okay, whatever. Okay, so we are gonna go swap our characters' outfits.
Hey, how about an orb or two?
Oh, it's right there. Okay, so we want to do... Does it let us do all characters at the same time? Nice. Okay, so what does Yuffie have? She's got beach gear. She's got the Moogle hat. Let's go with that. Yeah, it's a little better than the Moogle hat. I think Aerith will be fine. Yeah, we'll go beachwear instead of Midgar infantry. Oh, what? Why does Barrett not get his outfit from... Oh, wait, nobody does, because we haven't gotten to that point yet. Maybe that only applies in hard mode. Okay, so it makes sense now why they would have the Midgar infantry, because that's part of the events of Junon. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, well, I think with that, we will... You guys just gonna hang out there? Okay. So with that, we will call it a day here, and next time we will continue on with Chapter 7, make our way over to Mount Corel, and go from there. So, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos like these, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and until next time, thanks for watching.